Good morning and welcome everybody to the Prince
Welcome to Amateur Hour here, Prince William Center in Woodford, Virginia.
We're trying to figure out what's up with our equipment here. We got some audio issues, but well, we're back here for the rubber match here as the elite teams getting ready to do battle here in about 45 seconds time. Shrem's last night a 6-4 loss with a shortened bench of 14 players. Now we got some guys coming back from suspension with the exception of a goalie. We have a couple of defensemen coming back. We have Curley and Wadier, much needed there on the blue line. Ludeman still, as you heard in the pregame, he's back in the fold, but you know whether or not he's fully recovered, that still remains to be seen though. But he had some great shifts last night, but unfortunately the Patriots fell short. You know,
it all comes down to that bench, but you have to look at the resiliency of the team last night. You had to look at what they had and what they did heading into that third period. We were all knotted up at 4 in that third period. And even halfway through, we were still somewhat close, and then all of a sudden, it
blew right open.
It did, and it was very unexpected. 2 goals, and then the 5-on-3 to follow, and you know it's hard to come back from that when you're down that many men that late in the game.
Bunn with the game-winning goal in that one, and East Coast had a 2-goal lead 3 times in that contest, and then it was just a trading of goals all the way through, and then the 2-goal lead was back in, and it eventually turned out to be the 6-4 victory for East Coast.
Yep.
So what are the keys to today's game in order for them to unlock a victory?
I think the shots yesterday were crucial.
Yeah, they were in favor of Potomac.
Coach said it was 37-31. I think it finished up. Coach said they need to shoot the puck, and they listened, and they followed through, and they did what they had to do. Just couldn't put them past them late in the game, but nonetheless, keep that momentum going. Keep the shot count up.
Ziegler was making some key saves there. I wonder what goaltending matchup we will see today.
It's true. You know, you have to wonder. Defenseman coming in cold, the one game, you know.
We've been practicing.
Practice makes perfect, and hopefully they step right in.
Perfect practice makes perfect.
I got nothing.
We'll throw it down.
What kind of coach are you?
We'll throw it down to center ice here for the opening face-off in this morning's USPHL Elite Contest, the rubber match between Potomac and East Coast.
At center, number 14, Andrew Saw. At right, number 7, Kyle Adair. At left defense, number 2, Matt Fuller. At right defense, number 6, AJ Jordan. And at goal, number 29, Brandon Brown. Coach, please also my ball. Number 66, Nick Butler. At center, number 24, Spencer Keogh. At right, number 45. At left, number 65, Kevin McDonald. At right, number 22,
Anthem and face-off as we get set for the rubber match. Somebody is looking to either sweep or somebody is looking to split. We'll find out who in just a moment's time. As always, we thank our servicemen and women around the world and here at home for protecting us here at home and our freedoms. We thank you. This morning, starting goal is brought to you by My Tech Automotive. Visit mytechautomotive.com to figure out how you can schedule your parts maintenance. It's supposed to be in the 50s for the next couple of weeks here, so you got some time to get your My Tech Automotive turned up. Yeah. However, for today, our My Tech starting goaltender is Twilight Brandon Brown with the nods tonight to win for the season. With 3.55 goals against and an 8.54 save percentage.
To our right, Ryan Parsons once again 3-2 on the season. Against probably up just a little bit from last night's loss, but nonetheless he's back in there this morning.
And down into the near corner of the Patriots zone it goes. It's up top. Ricciardi with a shot. Oh man! Dangerously placed at the glove side high, but it goes over the cage. Fortunately for the Patriots. They're trapped inside their own zone as we are 20 ticks into this one. Patriots looking to bounce back after last night's 6-4 loss. Hoping to get on the better side of things here and split the weekend with East Coast. They are currently chasing 2 points back in standings.
Small tripod on the table.
I think you might have to because we don't have enough wire.
Don't forget today we have 3 players back from suspension, Anderson, Wadier, and...
Really?
So that's 2 defenders back in the fold for the Patriots. Much needed help on the back end.
That blue line was getting a little bit empty. A lot of work being dished out last night, that's for sure.
Logan Duncan Keith type of time on there in the black line.
Got it, about 25 minutes and 43 seconds in ice time, almost to be exact. Drew Curley sending it around the horn. No, it's gloved down. Played to the front and a chance there. Couldn't gun it home. And that was Ustorf with it. Now it's along the far wing for Steven Dirk. Who gets taken out. There's a holding call coming up against East Coast. Patriots still have control of the puck here, so you can answer that early. It's kind of on the weird side of that call. Yeah, but I think only got holding by Trip. Yeah, well. I throw it out there. I enjoy Easter. We don't see them that out here. They're fun to see. We usually get the greens and the blues, but the gray and the blues are pretty sharp. Back by East Coast, all the way around the court. Top tie up there. There's hot going too. I think Johnny's called. Rommel on the trip is the call. Patriots get the first crack at it here on the power play, but they turn it over, giving it a chance there for Tenuta, shorthanded. Damian Tenuta with it along the near side, half boards. We do apologize for the gentleman in the way. If anybody at home knows who he is, please send him a message. And it's Doc Gensler trying to catch up with it, but it's poked away by Garrity. And Nick Gray with it now, having to go back to the far corner of his own zone, having trouble there with the puck with Tenuta. Now goes over to the near side. Kowalchuk pinching in there. And the hip check being thrown there by Gensler, but he missed him. And the puck will go back behind the cage. We got 1:05 left on the Cross Ice Feed power play. Visit us at crossicefeed.com or send us a note on Twitter at crossicefeed. And now it's down low. And over to the far side of the neutral zone and in. To the front of the East Coast benches.
Loves that pinch head, and we've seen him up that in that slot quite a bit in the past couple of days.
He's been a little aggressive for being on the short end of the bench there, being that they only had 4 defensemen last night.
Let me ask you a question, though. Usually you see at least 1, but most of the time 2 units, and I'll let you go ahead and then we'll talk about it.
There's Jordan Hall. Hall had a hat trick in last night's game, trying to feed that one to the front, but he was cut off there nicely by the Patriots defense. And this one's launched out through center, and it's on the tape of Anderson. Launched out through center and picked up by Drew Curley. We'll find it over to an open wing on the breakout with Ryan McDonald along the near side. Tomljanovic with now returning back into his own zone. Now through center red, he takes it and he dumps it into the Patriots zone. Around the horn, it's Parsons who will set it up. What do you got, Shremsy?
I was going to say, we only saw one power play unit out there last night, and he just ran the same thing. Not a shortened bench today by too much, so it's an interesting strategy, not something you see very often.
10 remains here in the first, no score. Patriots 0 for 1. An early opportunity on the man advantage. A couple of shots resulting, but nothing past Brown. And the Patriots trapped with Rome now, sending it back behind the cage. There's Makarov doing some pushing and shoving with Ludeman. A nice pass there. Well, actually, it was more of a perfect clear, if you will, because he had too many bodies in the way. It was Spencer Keogh finding a way out, but the Patriots have to go back inside their own zone to attack here as we had a hit back behind the play. It was a hard check there, and the player slow to get up. I believe it's Brooks Mandrick, if I saw that number correctly. Not sure. And we don't have a trainer in-house, and East Coast bench is calling for one. And Mandrick is back onto his feet, and he will skate his way slowly to the bench. So we hope it's just nothing more than a Charlie horse on that hit.
The way he was stretching it out, that's what it looked like.
So the face-off will be outside the Patriots zone as the resulting injury causes stoppage. Stahel taking the face-off there against Turchinik. One off over to the far boards and slapped in by the East Coast Eagles with 14.5 left here in the first. Patriots looking to bounce back after last night's loss. And a few more bodies on that roster as we talked about. Crilly, Wadier, and Anderson back in the fold. Still awaiting Moyer to serve out the rest of his suspension as a result of the melee in Richmond. And this one set up front. Spisak couldn't connect with it. And Kowalchuk sets it up front. Levere and Stahel combining there. I'm not sure who had the front stick on that one to bang it home, but it's 1-0 with 14:08 left here in the first. East Coast knocking one home early. I believe it's Levere the way he's celebrating.
Patriots. No, just giveaways, turnovers. So
we do apologize for our audio issues. There is audio issues going on. And now it's a break by Bunn. Bunn taking a shot right into the broadcast. The net is dislodged in the process. Just being pointed out to me that the colors here are it's black and gray versus gray and red.
It's hard to read those red on gray nameplates.
It's a very weird color scheme. Very weird color scheme just to kind of have playing against each other. Connor Ackerman's in the house here. He's still rehabbing, trying to get himself back in the game, and welcome. He'll take over the camera. So he joins us up here in the booth. It's Gensler dropping it back there. It's Mendoza trying to find a way out, so he'll go back to Crilly. Crilly will send it over to the near side, finding Gensler, but goes out of his reach, and it goes D for East Coast. Now through center and over to the far corner it goes. Mendoza back there to chase. A home run pass here to the blue line, and it's deflected in by Gensler. Couldn't get an open break there, but in to chase it was Devin Melise. Almost trying to set up a pick there was Ricciardi, almost taking out his own guy. It's Tomljanovic trying to find a lane. He lost the puck, and Ricciardi will recover, putting it on the tape of Ryan McDonald. Once again, if anybody knows who this gentleman is who is standing in the stands in front of our camera view, please send him a text. As this one goes up onto the side of the net, and we have a stoppage of play as the faceoff will come to the right of Brian Parsons. Patriots Hockey is proudly sponsored by MyTech Automotive. Get your car ready for those warm winter roads ahead. Here in Woodbridge, Virginia, it's mytechautoinc.com. So far, they're warm. Hey, if it's anything like last year, man, you could be just skating your way to work.
I wouldn't be against that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Mystery Alaska. You know, that movie was great.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
It was an underdog story.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, the Rangers going to Alaska to play a bunch of adult league players, sure. That makes sense.
Can't wait.
Ricciardi being challenged there by Melise, so he'll give up the pass there for Tomljanovic. Tomljanovic putting it in there as Parsons will guide that one over for Ludman in the corner. Ludman ducking away from a check there, dropping the puck off. And it was cleared up along the wing. And I believe that Strykar's now leading it ahead there for Melise. If you don't know them by their numbers, well, the red numbers on their sleeves, I guess you could tell by their buckets. As it's Strykar's now along the far boards. If I remember correctly, Strykar's had a different cage last year. As it's sent towards the front. I don't think he always had that white face mask. Now it comes over to the near side. Trying to clear it up to the blue line. We got Crilly wide open here, but we got 3 Eagles in the nest along the near boards. Fuller chasing it down for the Eagles with a pass along the left wing. Bounces over the tape there of the intended target. There's Kowalczyk over to the near side now for an open wing on Strykar. Strykar's lost his footing and lost the puck as well. As Brooks Mandrick with it now. Mandrick dropping it off for Rome. Aaron Rome taking a shot, stick to side and out of play by Parsons. And an extra whistle or two, but I think he just likes blowing the whistle, and the faceoff will be off to the left of Parsons. Face-off to the left of Brian Parsons. Says it's David Stearns, Brian Schrems, Ryan Shepard, Connor Ackerman, John Baranowski, and Philip Prevost. With the exception of one, we are the Cross Ice Feed broadcasting team, crossicefeed.com. More details. Sports broadcasting team here in the DC Metro region, as we had a close call there. We'd probably not like to talk about the fact that it was kind of a sloppy defense setup. And it goes off over to the far corner. And now we have a delayed call coming up against the Potomac Patriots. And it comes along the near side boards. We'd like to thank the gentleman for moving. And it's a holding call. And it'll be East Coast. Yeah, 5 yards. Play second or first down. Repeat first down. Yeah. 10:53 left here in the first. It's going to be the East Coast Eagles going on their man advantage. Patriots are 0 for 1. It's Mendoza going to the box.
Mendoza. Oh my God, I can't read those.
Like I said, you got to get used to their stature, their bucket, everything about them, because you can't really tell the numbers through this netting. And it's just the red on gray sleeves.
It's sharp.
Maybe a little too sharp. Here's Johnny. And there's Parsons with the glove.
Pats have 5 short-handed goals this season.
Yep. A long time ago.
A long time ago. I believe they had 2 of them in one.
In one sitting, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a Reebok Hockey penalty kill. Visit ReebokHockey.com to check out the gear, or check out the gear here in the Pro Shop at the Prince William Ice Center, 5180 Dale Boulevard in Woodbridge, Virginia. Setting up the breakout here, they have Jordan Hall and Bunn sitting on the line. As Garrity keeps it in along the near side blue line. And trying to deliver that check was Kevin McDonald aggressively here on the penalty kill, but they go back to the box format, keeping them to the perimeter. Set up top to the top of the umbrella. Losing his footing there for a moment was Ustorf. Now for Bunn, who takes a shot right off the dome of Parsons, and this one's cleared out. They're down the length of the ice as Brown is way out. What can Brown do for you? He delivers that one there for Ustorf. Bunn deflecting it ahead there, but not deep into the zone as it was greeted at the blue line by Ludman. Ludman going tape to tape there with Crilly. Crilly will wind up and send it down the length of the ice. 1 minute left to kill. 9:54 left here in the first. East Coast with a 1-0 lead. Rome almost got tagged there with too many men as the guy just got his foot right off the ice there. The other one was straddling onto the bench. With it now, it's Alex Makarov trying to set it ahead there for Rome, who's breaking towards the net. And Ludman tied up with him. They're crashing into Parsons, and somehow that bucket came off. Somebody sneezed at him, and it just kind of fell off.
No,
I want to tighten those straps.
Between that and the net, who knows what's going to happen today?
Yeah, well, that net's a little bit, I don't know, just
I don't know.
Loosely on there. I don't know if it's just, maybe there's not enough of a divot there to anchor it down, but
Matul did a nice job of hammering that thing into the ice last night.
Matul was actually jackhammering that thing down with his paddle. It was quite impressive. I think he's going to be a construction worker one day. I'm just guessing.
He's got the good initiative.
Things don't pan out, yeah. Face off to the right of Parsons. One off over to the far half boards, trying to clear it out, but unsuccessfully so. It's Ricciardi kicking it in over to the far boards and down into the corner. It'll be gunned around over to the near side. And it over flies the stick there of Matt Fuller, who will retreat back into his own zone with a half a minute left on their man advantage. Gerke shadowing him. And now he's caught back checking as Nick Gray almost stepped into Fuller. But it's tossed off over to the far boards and then sent around and up and into the rafters. And nice snag there coming off the bench. Who was that, Nick Gray? Or who was it? No, that was Doc Gensler who snagged that one out of there. Nicely done, Doc.
Did you see, it was this past week, puck went out of play in Colorado, and Nate McKinnon took it off the net and just caught it with the stick off the netting.
Nice.
The thing of beauty. Kid's got great hands.
And off into the near corner it goes. Now up top for Fuller. Fuller, top of the far circle. Now back over to Fuller. Back up top to Fuller. Fuller pulls the trigger and it goes wide, and we're back to full strength. 8:50 left here in the first period. East Coast with a 1-0 lead. Both teams going 0 for 1 on their man advantages. Makarov putting on some pressure here as the Patriots break out with Crilly feathering that one ahead, but it goes back D to D for East Coast in their own zone. Through center. And it's Tomljanovic setting it ahead. I beg your pardon, Levere setting it ahead. Levere breaking towards the net. Makarov is going to go off on a change there. He's left the puck for the Patriots in the process. Through center, Red Levere. Dropping it off, and it's cleared in by Stayhill. And Parsons, he's not going to come out and get it. This could be back there for Drew Crilly. And he fakes the drop off as they're breaking out as though it's the power play. Looking for a clean exit out of the zone along the near wing. Backhanding it down over to the far corner. Rommel back there to play it. Takes it back behind the cage and over to the near side. Rommel's going to take it himself. So he got chopped at there by Nick Gray as it's cleared right back in. No, it doesn't make its way in. Now it does, but not deep enough as it comes over to the near side. Apodaca going D to D now. Looking for a breaking winger up here. It's Spisak, the captain for these East Coast Eagles, but it's Kevin McDonald deep into the play now. As he sends it ahead with a good look on to Mikey Carr. Mikey Carr looking for an option. Nice diving effort there by Apodaca, who got in front of that one. Stayhill doing some battle back there with Carr. And a pinching effort by McDonald as it's Mendoza and Anderson back on the blue line. Mendoza trying to keep Tomljanovic to the outside. Strips him of the puck nicely. Along the near boards, he sends it ahead for Sviatoslav Turchenik. That is stolen away. Turchenik had it taken off of his stick and gunning his way in there. I believe that was Mendoza trying to deliver the goods. Now Turchenik will find it up at his own blue line, dropping it off there for Mendoza. Mendoza orchestrating a play here, and now it goes through to the slot, bobbled around, and it's swept aside over to the half boards where Turchenik will find it. Being pressured there by a couple Eagles. And they'll finally pick his pocket and scoop it out through center, and moving it along is Tomljanovic. He has
Nice
it poked away
pick.
from him, but then it's volleyed back and forth. And it's Turchenik with it now. He's got Anderson and Melise. Turchenik on his backhand trying to move his way to the front. Garrity took him off stride. There's Tenuta now pokes it away. Tenuta up in front of his own bench, tight at the blue line, kept in there for the moment. Finally it squeaks away out into the neutral zone as Tenuta had his pocket picked. It's floated on there for Garrity, who has to retreat back into his own corner. Dropping it off there blindly for Eric Anderson. Anderson takes it away. Nice move around one. Takes a shot trying to go short side high, but it misses the mark and goes wide. Good look there. He had an open corner, but that target practice needs to be more in his repertoire through the next week of practices. Just keep working at it. It looked like a sharp snipe. And now it's sent back. 81, remind me, is that Wadier?
It is Wadier. 82 is Gensler, 81 is Wadier.
We got to get him a gray uni. As Kaufman sets it ahead now, trying to find it for Keogh. Well, Ustorf gotten away that one. Ricciardi through center. And that's tossed on up with the blue line, Kaufman. Now it is Wadier trying to spin and turn, sends it over the far half boards. We can confirm that with our fast hockey camera guy here, because I don't see a number on his helmet though. That makes me wonder if it is him. As it goes off over for J.C. Paquin. Paquin, far corner, looking. He's got an option back behind that, trying to find it over. And there was a hard check there at the stitch, and nice work there. Is that Mendoza? He delivered on that one. Looked like more of a fake out check there. Did he get more of the stanchion or the body?
You got the body.
Okay. That's Makarov cleared it out. No, it's kept in there. Up at the point. That's
Oh!
goes high.
Whoa!
Whoa, wait a second. That one was below
It
the
was
crossbar.
no. It
Oh.
was below the bar. How do you
That
hit
was
it in
below
if it's
the
not
bar.
below the bar?
Are you kidding me?
How can you hit it in if it's not
It
below the
dropped
bar?
down and he slapped it in below the crossbar. That's physically impossible.
That's impossible to not be called a goal.
I think we're going to want an explanation on that one. That would look like it was below the crossbar.
Was that Strikars who had it?
Gray.
Was it
was
Gray?
Gray. That was some hand-eye coordination that I haven't seen in a while.
Ridiculous.
Who was it a Blues player recently that got one out of the air, or was it a Caps player? I can't remember. I was watching a game recently.
Certainly wasn't the Caps, I'll tell you that much. They don't score very many goals.
Careful. And now it's sent over to the near wing. I'd love to see the videotape on that one. We will in the intermission break. As this one bounces around, Rome had a juicy opportunity up there in that rebound. Wow.
It's a TSN top 10 right there if they
Yeah.
can get that confirmed as a goal.
My goodness. We'll have him call it after the fact. Now, usually when the play continues on after a no-goal call, it is what it is. Strikars putting on some pressure down low on Apodaca. Sent over to the near wing now. Along the right wing, it's Mandrick through center, out of the reach there of Rome. And picked up and sent ahead through center. Turned over again. And it's Makarov with a spin attempt there on McDonald. He's sent off over to the near corner. Once again, that gentleman is back in our view sight. And I don't think he realizes it, but it goes over to the near side of the neutral zone as Levere. Sending it D to D now. Pressuring deep in there is Nick Gray. As Apodaca has no idea what to do with it. Drops it off along the side of the net and back behind the net. It goes 3:50 left here in the first. It's 1-0 East Coast.
Past 5 or 6 minutes, the Patriots' forecheck has just been relentless.
It's aggressive.
It's still continuing right now. They're keeping the puck inside the zone. They got to get one here sooner or
The
later.
onslaught continues as East Coast tries to find an exit strategy. All the emergency exits are blocked. It goes over to the
Nice.
near side corner, and this one will be called an icing, and we're going to make sure the right personnel remain out there on the ice with 3:31 left here in the first.
I would love to see the video replay of that should be goal.
That's pure athleticism right there. You combine the elements of lacrosse, baseball, and hockey all in one there.
Plus your reaction time. It's a good heads-up play to play it off the glass like that.
That was pretty good, and just being aware of your surroundings, because he should have just got dumped before he even had the opportunity as it was making its way to the front. Looked like the East Coast defense was out to lunch on that one. He was wide open. This one goes back behind the goal line. Stayhill setting it to the front. Almost a chance there. Nick Ludeman on his backhand puts it over to the near side. Garrity keeping it active there with Levere. Tossing it right back into the same pile. Levere on the other side of the blue line taps it back in. Stayhill tags up on a delayed offside as we eclipse the 3-minute mark left here in the first. This one goes high and above Brown. And it goes over to the near boards. Doc Gensler kept it in there for a moment. He'll keep it in there for more than a moment, and then it comes back out.
Gensler's just been a workhorse this weekend. Probably one of the best two-way players I've seen at this level.
And now they got him back up at forward as he was pretty much on the recovery end of things as the Patriots were short some defenders. So he helped out there on the blue line yesterday, and now he's back up in the front. And now we have a player slowly getting up in the Patriots zone for the East Coast Eagles, but he'll work his way back towards the bench. No, he won't go off on a change. It's Walchuk. Not sure what happened behind the play there, partner. Now
We're good.
we're not. Now we are. As it goes through the red line and into the Patriots zone is Apodaca deep inside the play. That gentleman is back in view. We do apologize. And it's on top of the near circle. And it's Gensler ahead now, trying to get around his man, being played there
There's a
by
hole.
Ricciardi. Ricciardi hauls him down. As Gerke will find it now. Gerke's got two Eagles on him. Now the third one comes in there. It's Ricciardi after he took care of Gensler, and he'll take the puck ahead himself. Taking the shot. Parsons to save the rebound. Kicked out there, and now we have a delayed call coming up, presumably against the Patriots for a cross-check, probably on a retaliation.
Anderson?
No, Gerke,
Nope.
I think it was something following up on the play. Well, behind the play, as 1:47 remains here in the first, 1-0 East Coast. They're 0 for 1 on their man advantage, and they look to go 1 for 2 and make it 2-0 going into the dressing room.
Pats came out kind of flat there the first half of the period, but definitely picked it up towards the end. Just a relentless forecheck going. I got you.
The Reebok Hockey penalty kill, ReebokHockey.com. To check out the selection or check it out here at the Pro Shop. As this one's iced down by the Patriots nicely as they are on the kill for a minute 47 or less. Sometime may carry over into the second period. They don't want to find themselves in a 2-goal hole. So they were accustomed to last night. They never had a lead in last night's game. Backhanded to the front and trying to find Bunn was Jordan Hall. This one's played with a high stick. And as soon as East Coast touches this, we will have a face-off right at that spot next to Brown. Brandon Brown, the Hanahan, South Carolina native. Seeing 4 shots here from the Patriots as Parsons on the other side has seen 6.
If you want the latest Potomac Patriots news and scores, you can visit them online at potomacpatriots.net. You can also get updates sent to your mobile device by downloading the team app and searching Potomac Patriots.
And so they're talking about the logistics of a face-off for high stick. Now it goes back in the neutral zone side of the offending. Well, that doesn't make any sense.
No, it should have been.
It should have been on that dot. Yep. If anything, if they were going to go by those
amateur
rules.
Hour here at the Prince William Ice Center.
Hopefully this isn't the linesman that likes to watch the broadcast after the fact. Nope. He usually has facial hair. I don't see him out there today. And now we have a delayed offside, a little late on the call by the linesman without a name on his back. This one sent down, 1 minute left to kill, 45 seconds left in the first period as East Coast holds on to their 1-0 lead. Looking to double it up here. And now we have a chance for a shorthanded break. Doc Gensler ahead of the crowd. That's an offsides.
I don't know. He was hugging that 2-line pass, maybe?
The 2-line pass. Haven't seen that since 1994.
Brought it back.
33.4 or 0.1 left here in the first. 46 seconds left on the kill. Got something to say during the broadcast? Want to give a shout out to the player of your dreams, ladies. Send us a tweet at CrossIceFeed or email us contact@crossicefeed.com. Can't make any promises there.
Valentine's Day is coming.
It is coming
Anything
up.
can happen.
That's Fuller to the far circle. We haven't even made it to Christmas yet. You're jumping at Valentine's Day? We do have a home game against the Richmond Generals, so it should be a love fest right there. As there's no love lost in the last few minutes. Great effort here as we have 10 seconds left in the first. And the East Coast Eagles trying to make it 2-0, and this shot goes wide over to the near side boards. 5 seconds remain. Matt Fuller looking for a last second shot there, but it'll be held onto by Tomo Janovic, and time runs out. It is his bench
frustration
shouting
from the bench there on that one.
1-0 is your score. USPHL elite action between Potomac and East Coast carries on into the first intermission as East Coast has the lone goal in this contest. 6-4 shots in favor of East Coast, and we have 13 seconds carrying over for the man advantage for these Eagles, visiting from Raleigh, North Carolina. Stay tuned. We'll have possibly an interview here with Brian Schrems and a player of his choosing in a few moments' time. Welcome back to the Prince William Ice Center here in Woodbridge, Virginia. It's made of wood, I assure you. East Coast up 1-0 on the Potomac Patriots. And they'll have a 13-second power play. Patriots 0 for 2 on their opportunities. Or they only had one opportunity, I beg your pardon. 0 for 1. And East Coast trying to stave off going 0 for 2 on their opportunities. Gerke is in the box for a cross check. Trems, we got a bit of work to do here as you know, they have a fuller crew on that bench. Robichaud will drop the puck, and East Coast will win it back.
Only down by 1, though. It's not completely unattainable, to be honest with you.
Not down and out. And now it's taken out in the far corner. East Coast being pelted around. We're back to 5-side hockey. 15 seconds into this one now. It's ahead for Doc Gensler. And it's Mikey Carr waiting at the blue line. But no matter, it goes out of play as we'll have a face-off inside the East Coast zone as it deflected off of an East Coast player.
I think probably the hardest working player in that first period there was Doc Gensler, just up and down the ice, back and forth. Great effort all around. What?
Just banging my head. That's what the song is asking me to do, and I listen. Oh my goodness.
Nick Gray with a huge shot off there in the faceoff.
Took off Brown's head. This one goes over to the near quarter. Great. Setting it back behind the goal line. Trying to work it down low with Gensler, but it's taken away by Fuller. Fuller. Fully aware that Spisak is over along the near side. So he sends it down. And he tries to get it in deep there. As now back the other way, 3-on-3 are the Patriots. Nice move around his man, Gensler, setting it up for Mendoza, who didn't see it coming. And now it'll be back the other way for the Eagles. Feathered on in, now over to the far corner. As the East Coast Eagles make a wholesale change. Over to the near sideboards now, it's Gray. Couldn't catch up the puck there, so the Eagles will tap it back ahead now for Jordan Hall, all by himself.
Nice pick.
And nice poke there by Kevin McDonald. 18:45 left here in the second, 1-0 East Coast. As Eric Anderson has it now in front of his bench across the Eagles line. Trying to work it around two men, but the second guy blocked the puck from going through. He almost passed it to himself through two players. Quite impressive of a thought there. He's got the right idea. Now Mendoza leading the breakout now along the near side wing, and he'll tap that one in as it went off of the stick of Anderson. We never got a chance to look at that game tape to see if that was a goal or not. We got too preoccupied. And now it's chased down East Coast, trying to get out. Jordan Hall with a tip through center. And it'll be sent now by Wadier. We never confirmed if that was Wadier either.
It has to be.
And along the near side and out in the protective netting off the glove, the Patriots player Drew Crilly, and the faceoff will stay inside.
Dublin Patriots are proud members of the United States Premier Hockey League. Check out USPHL.com for the latest league news, stats, standings, and more. And the face-off again
is in confusing locations. It went off of a Patriots player glove and out. Wouldn't you think the face-off would be inside?
Just keeping you on your toes.
Okie dokie. It's all right. Potato, potato. Face-off, face-off.
Good look.
And a look past there. Heading out for the shot coming right in on Brown. Easily snagged and held on to with 17:40 left here in the second. 1-0 East Coast.
Potomac Patriots are partly sponsored by Threads Inc. of Dumfries, Virginia. Locally owned and operated, Threads Inc. specializes in screen printing and sports embroidery for all sports and garment wear. Visit threadsinc.com or 703-441-1271. 441.
Off in the near corner. Trying to feed it to the front was Wadier. Now, he's deep in that play there. I'm not sure that is him, man, being that he's all the way down there. It's our new guy. Crilly up top at the blue line. With the point shot coming, that was Wadier as he switched back right up to the point, and now he's back to chase, and now we got an odd man rush. No, Ramo will stop it up in front of his bench. Sent to the front. That was a set play for Ryan McDonald, who goes crashing in the net, and the faceoff will certainly come outside, but watch, it'll be inside. Because today is opposite day, Shrems. Didn't you know that?
And
so the Patriots are winning 1-0. Now the faceoff is outside.
Okay, yeah.
Gruel, the linesman, identifies the fact that Ryan McDonald went crashing into the net for East Coast and caused the stoppage play. 6-5 shots in favor of East Coast along with that 1-0 score. One back for Mendoza. Mendoza finds McDonald, far side of the neutral zone. He'll shovel that one into the corner. Fuller will get there first. Fuller putting it along the wing there, tapped towards the slot area and scooped away and sent through center. With a drop pass there, Nick Gray has it now, trying to split through four East Coast players. He taps it back behind, and it was played off the pad there from the far corner. Nice work there as McDonald will keep it in. Here comes a chance to the front. Doc Gensler trying to fight off a check there. He pushes it off on his backhand there, but nobody for the Patriots to gun it home as it comes out through center red here for Kevin McDonald. Gets it around Mandrick over to the near side wall. It's Fuller who'll put it along the wing for Makarov, who will tip it in. Down there to play it is Nick Gray. Goes over to the far corner where it's greeted by Kevin McDonald. Nick Gray back behind the cage. Switching places with Mendoza there. Mendoza looking to make a change, so Gray will push it forward. He'll toss it in, and looks like he'll make a change himself. And the puck bouncing out front, Brown will cover up. Almost made him a snowman. 15:59 left here in a second. 1-0 East Coast.
I was going to ask. Let's ask the goalie about the culture of the spray. Is that something that's to be expected from a a forward or a defenseman coming at you?
It's something you can expect. It's just something that, depending on the situation, some people will take exception to.
So it comes with the territory, really.
Yeah, it's something that you'll see a lot, but there's kind of an intent to it. If they intend to spray you, it's usually when they get a stick or something more appropriate.
Clearly Mendoza had an agenda there.
Well, this ain't Richmond, so we don't have to worry about too many extracurriculars.
To worry about this spilling out into the parking lot.
The referee takes out his man.
That's 2 points for that takedown.
Yeah, man, he's knocking him out. It's Kowalchuk victimized on that one. Fans, you want to get back into the game? You nagged by that old sports injury? You need Mid-County Physical Therapy. Visit midcountypt.com for more details on how to book your appointment today. And it's one back by East Coast. Sent around the horn over to the near side. And it's Spicek. Trying to get a hold of it there, but it's kept in there by J.C. Paquin. Paquin down in the near corner. Stayhill will shovel it away. Get it up on there for Spicek. And Spicek getting it up through center. He'll try to get that return pass from Garrity from behind, but it'll be Stayhill along the near side corner. Feeding it to the front. Spicek couldn't get it home. And this one is risen up into the protective netting. Spicek with quite a flow there. He's gonna go
front and back.
Front and back.
Usually you don't get the flow from your beard unless you've been working on it for a while, but he's got it going for him today.
Certainly does.
Wonder if that slows down his aerodynamics a touch. He's not as quick to the step as everybody else is on the team.
He's not a swimmer. It's not like he needs to shave everything, you know?
I'm just saying.
Played offside. And it's Jordan Hall through center. Into the Patriot zone. Over to the far half boards and into the corner. Dropped off there and taken away. With a back pass there by Bunn. We had the game winner in last night's game, the 6-4 victory. Back behind now, it's Ustorf working with Bunn. Bunn along the far half boards, being contained to the outside here. Patriots almost looking like they're killing off a penalty, but they are not. I assure you, there are 5 guys out there. Bunn taking a shot! And a hard hit there, and a better save by Parsons as he also got run over. Mendoza was taking care of Jordan Hall, who was camped out in front of the net.
Potomac Patriots are proudly partnered with the Potomac Prospects and Prince William Hockey Club. Visit pwhockey.com to learn more about these great development and youth hockey programs, and check out their Facebook page too. Videos popping up there almost every week.
Yeah, they love their videos. Yep, definitely a lot of great footage up there. And now it's moved ahead there, out of the reach of a couple of Eagles players, and Nick Ray took advantage of that and sent back behind the cage. Brown was out to play it. Apodaca just got there in time. Apodaca back behind his cage. And over to the far half boards he goes. He almost played it through himself there and almost got an odd man break. 2-on-0 goal, he shoots, he scores! Grace, she passed away 30 years ago. They tie it up with 13:59 left here in a second.
That's all hard work there. Just pure adrenaline rushing through that line there. I believe that was Doc Gensler down in the corner getting the puck out to the blue line, making the steal, and then bringing it back in. I wish I could tell you who scored the goal, to be honest with you. I cannot see.
Turned into a 2-on-0 break.
It was a 2-on-0.
Let's see if
Gensler's going to get the assist.
we just make things up, I guess. Now Gensler will probably get one post-game, I'm sure. But here's another odd-man rush. 2-on-1 to Gensler. Gensler shoots. Oh, and he just missed the glove side high there. Oh, and I believe Brown's glove may have gotten a piece of it, but it went out of play. Oh, yes, it did, and the face-off will be to his left. Man, he had a lot of sauce on that one. Oh.
We'll have to get a
Yeah,
stat correction on that. 'Cause
almost-
I don't
yeah,
I don't think it was Ludeman who brought that in. I think it was Gensler.
I think you're right. And they almost had that combination again.
Yep.
Gray from Carr. I don't even think that's correct either. Was Carr even on the ice? I didn't see. I thought it was Gensler, but I thought it was Gensler that did. Okay, so it was Mikey Carr then on that break. Now here's a chance now and a shot going just wide over to the near side. And it's Crilly from the point, gunning it through, and it hits the Caps Kids advertisement behind Brown. It's kind of funny with the placement of slap shot. Slap shot will probably get hit by a slap shot more often than not, as these pucks are missing the net. Talk about the Corsi numbers, where all the shots are being taken, and the block shots, and the ones that are making it to the net, and the ones that are not making it to the net. Got to give the Patriots credit. They are actually now taking more chances and more shots instead of just kind of cautiously waiting to take the shot and looking for their opportunities. As we talked in the pregame with Coach Newton and Coach Creech, the mantra was just shoot the puck, don't be cute. And they took a cue on that last night, but they still lost 6-4. This morning, second period, looks like a different team so far, Shremsy.
Yeah, this is a second period team. We remarked about it last night over and over again, that this is where they score most of their goals. This is where we see kind of the turnaround. We saw it at the end of the first period. It carried over into the second period, so maybe it's good that I didn't interrupt them in their discussion to catch an interview. Hopefully between the second and third, though, we can talk to somebody.
Kept it at the point by Spencer Keogh. Down low goes Brown. And it was sent over to the far half boards. Now comes over to the near side. Break it through center. It's Garrity. Garrity across the line. Garrity. Far circle staying with it. Looking towards the front. An open man finds the wall. What a great save by Parsons. Oh, baby. Through all that traffic, he found the glove. And now McDonald. Dropping it off there. He had his stick tied up. It goes to Keogh. Keogh setting it up in the near circle for Melise. Melise drop pass there. Just take the shot, kiddo.
Pass.
But now a nice pass and a shot. They score! I'm too fat to fit in a foxhole. They take a 2-1 lead. 11:50 left here in the second. Oh, baby.
Beautiful drop pass there. You were calling for the shot. He made it look pretty. He forced two East Coast players to collide with one another, took them out of the equation, and just roofed it on the goaltender. And this is just a complete turn of events here. Nasty.
K-Stash with the snipe.
He's got that Carlson mentality to him. He's got the Carlson hair, the mentality. Just brought that in onto the East Coast Eagles side of the sheet of ice here and just set that whole thing up.
Lighting the ice on fire are the Potomac Patriots. Oh, baby.
McDonald from, I think, Kehoe.
Yeah.
And Melise, maybe.
Yeah, Keogh with the drop pass there. Melise maybe the second assist. We'll get the call from John Baranowski as Eric Anderson looking for an opportunity to make it 3-1. Rommel will take it into the near corner, and he'll lead the breakout along the near wing. He'll launch this one through center, and he finds it out for Levere. And Levere had it poked away from him, slapped up to the blue line, not out, blocked by Stephen Gerke, I beg your pardon, Turchenik. And sent over to the far side as Stephen Gerke will greet it in front of his bench, trying to clear past an Eagles player, staying tight at the blue line. Manning the gates there and keeping things locked up, as it looked like Eric Anderson may have just gotten clipped on that, and he is going off a little bit hurt there with his wrist, but yeah, he's fine. He's just flexing his fingers. So now it's deep inside the Patriots zone. And now they try to move it up to the blue line and out. Jordan Hall keeps it in. Nice hip check there by Turchenik. He didn't have to do much on that one. He just stood there. And it's Drew Crilly looking for options here. He comes over to through center, and here's the call. Here's a chance in the slot for Ludeman. Scores! It's a membership to the Joey of the Month Club. 3-1 Patriots. Where did this come from?
The gift that keeps on giving all year round, Clark. Unbelievable turn of events here in the third period.
Oh, Ludeman. Oh.
We caught Ludeman before the game. And we do have a goalie change.
Cundiff will be coming out. Cundiff will be replacing Brown. Second period onslaught from the Patriots has chased the tender for East Coast.
Now this is just a complete turnaround for these Patriots. This is exactly what this team needed. a boost of confidence, and we have a timeout coming.
Cundiff will get his sea legs under him and ready to either get this team swimming back into this one, or East Coast Eagles looking to prevent the sink as they are down by a pair. $10:43 left here in a second is just a different story altogether as the Patriots go back-to-back goals.
Here are your numbers on Frank Cundiff, 3-4 on the season with a .263 goals against and a .922 save percentage with a shutout. So a good tender, and they're going to take this opportunity to warm him up real quick.
Well, go 5-hole. He's got a big stance. He's tall. What's that?
Come on.
What? Can't get any text
I'm
out
trying
here?
to get the skinny on the second goal.
I just love the music for this one here, yeah. As they're warming him up, you got the yakety sax going.
That's home ice advantage for you at its finest.
Better than Spanish Flea, I guess.
I don't know. All I can think of is Spanish Flea is that Spinal Tap concert.
Homer sitting in the car. Face off. One over to the near side now. Cleared in by Kowalchuk. East Coast.
Hey.
Whoa, man, Parsons. And then back behind the cage. Almost trying to play it off the back. Was that Jordan Hall trying to make that happen again? Yes, it is.
They have kept him in check so far today.
Second goal last night. He played it from behind the goal line and off, and Parsons it in. But here we go. Nick Gray, top of the slot, comes in, takes a shot. Oh, that one deflects behind the net. Here's the call.
Nice.
So Mikey Carr still holding on to his Steve Eiserman title there as he gets 2 assists in this one. That puts his numbers up there a bit on the helpers. And it's played up and out. And
it's 18 helpers on the season for Mikey Carr.
There it is. He's doing a job there. Oh, would you call Nick Gray Fedorov? I mean, goes over to the near side boards, kept in along the blue line by Rommel. Rommel sending it down low. Missing his target there, Stahel, who took a spill. Sent back over to the near side boards. Rommel will get it again. Rommel. Frank Cundiff being announced as the tender in net now for East Coast. As now comes along the near side. Doc Gensler gaining some speed. Gensler by himself takes a shot right into the glove of Cundiff. Nice little move there.
A mini toe drag there to get the defender perfectly in line.
Trying to dangle Cundiff out of his shorts, but yeah, with just the hands. But oh, here's a shot they score. Levere on a second effort on the rebound will tap it past Brian Parsons. 9:07 left here in a second. East Coast is within a goal.
That's Levere's second goal of the game. Yeah, let's quiet things down here a little bit. They got to get back on their high horse and.
Shh, you're too loud.
Oh.
Things certainly have quieted down here, especially in the booth as well. 11-10 shots in favor of Potomac, but now that 3-2 score is looking daunting as they went from down 1-0 to up 3-1 halfway through this second period. Different team out there in the ice for these Patriots, but now they can't mentally get wrapped around the fact that East Coast has just taken away their birthday. And it's played along the far side, and by taking away the birthday, I meant the celebration. So didn't actually take away their birthday. And now it's Jack Strykars. He half went for the body, half went for the puck. Did a fine job there, keeping it in along the near side boards. And now trying to poke away at it, Anderson. And Strykars got knocked over, tried to take a shot there, and it goes off over the near side. Kept it at the blue line, teed it up Crilly. Right through all that traffic. Goes right into the glove of Cundiff. Man, I wouldn't have wanted to get away with that one.
Sir.
8:21 left here in the second, 3-2 Patriots.
Patriots hockey is proudly sponsored by the Spine and Joint Institute of Fairfax, Virginia. Drs. Felix Yeskin and Dr. Maria Schaefer will assist you in your family's wellness, sports medicine, and chiropractic needs. Call 703-994-4874 or visit sjinstitute.com for more details.
And it's into the slot and up top, Nick Ludeman, who has the go-ahead goal right now. Sends it over to the near side for McDonald. Down into the corner it goes, and it goes past Turchenik as it goes back behind the cage. And it's J.C. Paquin with it now. Paquin dropping it off there. Paquin trying to get a return pass, but it misses everybody. Goes over to the far half boards. Pinching in there to keep it is Ludeman. Tomljanovic dumping it back there for Garrity. Garrity back to Tomljanovic. Over to the near side now for an open Kowalchuk. Kowalchuk on his backhand through center. Finds Tomljanovic across the line. He takes this shot and he misses the mark altogether and hits the dasher behind Brian Parsons. And kept in there by Tenuta. And it goes off an East Coast player. And for some reason, the faceoff will stay inside. Not sure about that call. Went off of an East Coast player into the East Coast bench. So you would think the faceoff would come outside. Can I get out the rule book here? I'm confused on some of these placements.
To be honest with you, we've thrown the rule book out the window. So where it is
that
right
what that
now,
noise was? That was
correct.
an expensive window. And tapped out by East Coast into the neutral zone. We got to replace windows and rule books here at the Prince William Ice Center, located at 5180 Dale Boulevard in Woodbridge, Virginia. PWIce.com for more details on all the great things happening here. Over to the far circle, Mikey Carr on his backhand. Getting around all the East Coast Eagles traffic. Circling the nest, if you will, off into the corner. And he lost the puck for Jordan Hall there. But now it's kept in there at the blue line, and a nice deflected shot there. And Doc Gensler tried to redirect it on to Cundiff. Over to the far half boards, it's Bunn. Putting it ahead for Rommel. Rommel out in the neutral zone he goes, and across the Patriots line, he's still with it. Being challenged there by Ludeman. Ludeman containing him over to the far corner. And it's sent over to the near side. Corner for Bunn, and it's launched down the length of the ice by McDonald. And winning that foot race is going to be Doc Gensler. No icing as Cundiff was out there. He was out of his net there, and we have a call coming up. It's a slash.
Yep, it's going to Doc Gensler. He hacked the goaltender as he ducked behind the net there. So just an unnecessary penalty taken right there.
6:38 left here in the third. East Coast can knot this one up. And that advantage. They've had two opportunities in this game and have not lit the lamp on either. So we'll get a third try at it.
I need numbers on that second goal. I got Kevin McDonald, but I want to get somebody different for the interview. I want to get Kehoe if he was in on it.
You're talking about numbers.
Unis.
Oh. And there's a call on Gensler as it goes over to the near circle and down into that corner. Levere doing some work for the Eagles. Levere doing some work as it's stripped away by Mendoza. Levere has 2 goals, the 2 East Coast Eagle goals under his belt. Bit of a workhorse this morning. And it's around the horn. Stayhill. Stayhill down. Need more coffee. Up top it goes, and missing everybody, and out in the neutral zone, and Apodaca back to chase inside of his own zone. Apodaca being challenged there by Stephen Gerke. This one left there at the blue line, and Gerke will tap it back to his own zone to kill some time. Back there is Drew Crilly. Crilly finds an opening, launches it to the red line, glove down by Apodaca, and it'll be an offside with 56 seconds left here on the man advantage for the East Coast Eagles, and it is a Reebok hockey penalty kill for the Patriots. It's ReebokHockey.com, Shrems.
Yeah. That it is.
Fine, I'll have John do it. Never mind, it's PWHockey.com. He's plugging. Bunch of websites, crossicefeed.com, PotomacPatriots.net, SJInstitute.com.
MySpace.com/David Stearns.
Nope.
D Stearns.
Nope.
Oh.
That hockey guy. Apodaca. Or I beg your pardon, that's Tenuta. Backhanding it to the front.
Glove.
And it's gloved by East Coast, but they're going to rule that Potomac played it. I don't see where Potomac actually touched it. As it's Ricky Artie. It's funny that the referee down there was the one manning that as Gruel up
save.
here. And a nice save there by Parsons. in all that action. 5 minutes remain here in the second period. 22 seconds left on Doc Gensler's slashing penalty.
Definitely a much more entertaining period this second period than the first. They tend to be.
Yeah. Second period is always kind of like the first period is kind of the feeling out stage, trying to feel out, your opponent, try to figure out what's going on, what has changed from the previous game, especially if there was a game the night before like we have here. And, obviously East Coast is trying to get a read on the Potomac Patriots since they have 3 new players that they did not see last night in the game this morning.
And not going to lie, we never see the Patriots team that we want to see on Sunday mornings. This is a nice change of pace for us.
And you know what we haven't seen all year? A swept weekend.
Yeah.
Have not seen a sweep.
Got to get that split here. Got to stay pace with these East Coast Eagles. They have jumped up in the standings. They now have 22 points. Potomac with 20 points. So going to have to make sure that they stay in that playoff race, because once we hit the other side of this winter holiday, that season's coming to an end pretty quick.
Yeah, we got Hampton Roads Whalers back here at this barn January 24th, 25th, and then we have Frederick for Empire somewhere sprinkled in there, and then Richmond on Valentine's Day, where we will all exchange pleasantries. Our wives are upset
whatsoever.
Our wives are upset. Richmond will be upset. Patriots will be upset. Everybody's just going to be upset that day. It's not going to be a happy day.
Perhaps we treat them to a little Ruby Tuesdays to make up for it.
Yeah, we did that last year for the showcase.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, hang out with my daughter. Why not? Over to the near side now. It's Stephen Gerke off the side of the net there. Short-handed attempt, but now we're back to even strength as Gensler's penalty has expired. And it's down over to the far corner. Devin Melise working, putting on some pressure, along with Sviatoslav Turchenik. And now it's gloved down and played over to the near side for Turchenik across the line. Gerke breaking towards the net. Turchenik still working his way to the net, and he couldn't pull it through.
Hook.
And now we have ourselves a delayed call for holding being called, and it'll be going against the East Coast Eagles, who just shouted out some things that I've only heard in the Navy. 4:07 left here in a second. I'm just kidding. I was never in the Navy. 3-2 Patriots.
So how does Turchenik make this look so easy when he's got that puck? I mean, he just weaves in and out of the defenders. It's pretty impressive, and nobody can seem to get any sort of grasp on him. I mean, he just has the hands of a Russian. I mean,
he does.
There's no other way to put it.
Up top it goes over to the far half boards. Patriots looking to strike here on the man advantage. It's a Cross Ice Feed power play. Visit us at crossicefeed.com. We are your DC Metro region sports broadcasters. Tweet us, Cross Ice Feed, and send us your emails. Contact at Cross Ice Feed, as Wadier was calling for it. He was wide open, and I know what you're pointing to, and they were not going to run with it.
Backdoor slam.
You got it, but there was too much traffic going on here, and they're reading it right here. There's a chance. The shot up the side of the net. Almost water bottled the goalie, but kind of holding his post there. So it goes over to the far corner, far half boards, looking for the pinch here. It's Wadier, and leading it out is Anderson, and a bouncing puck finally settled by Wadier. Trying to get it up with the red line. He'll duck back to his blue line, dropping it off there for Crilly.
This is Unit 2 for the power play.
Drew Crilly up to the blue line, not in. Makarov holding the blue line. Rome shadowing there. And behind the back there is Devin Melise, scooping it over to the far half boards. Aaron Rome tried to backhand it out. He'll have to find an opening here. He finds it, and getting there is Wadier, who could not get it in time. 3 minutes left here in the second. 50 seconds left, and this is icing on a power play.
Maybe that's why we had that first unit out there.
Tenuda's penalty, 46 seconds left on it. 2:53 left here in the second. 3-2 Potomac. It's an opportunity. But the Patriots need to...
Johnny's not checking his phone.
Bump it up.
See if you can get Phil.
For what?
I need the numbers for the second goal.
Didn't they announce it?
Yeah, they scored as he was announcing it. So I only got... I knew it was Kevin, but I couldn't get it right to the goaltender of Parsons. A face-off. Ludeman down in the corner. Gensler with him. Ludeman going to try and regroup behind his net. Drops it off to Gensler.
And then dropped off there for Nick Gray. No, Gray's going to fake take, and it's going to be left there. Now Gray will get a pass up at the top of the far circle. He'll take it out through neutral now. Into Eagles territory he goes. Sticking with it. Back behind the goal line over the half boards. Taking a look as it's sent up by Carr. Up top to the blue line. Doc Gensler back over to Carr. Down low. Nick Gray. Gray looking for options here. McDonald is cheating in. And McDonald sending it over to the far circle. A hard pass there, and Mikey Carr will settle it down. Back down to the corner, and we have 3 seconds left on a man advantage. Top of the far circle. Winds up, takes a shot. Glove down by Cundiff. 2:05 left here in a second. 3-2 Patriots. Nothing on that power play.
Had a difficult time setting himself inside the zone on that man advantage. Had to deal with that icing from the goaltender. Only got a couple quality scoring chances, but we're still ahead here. They still look like they're pretty much in charge of this game right now. So their destiny is in their own hands.
And it's somebody got their feet taken out from underneath them.
Make a better door than a window, RJ.
RJ. And there's the GM on the camera there, as you saw. As this shot goes through and almost into the back of the net. It goes over to the near side. And it's Mendoza going to the opposite side of the neutral zone. Mikey Carr deep inside the play there. Has his pocket pick. Set up to the front, almost finding Spisak. And now it's McDonald leading the charge, pinching deep into the play. Stayhill back checking on him, taking him into the boards. And it's over along the far end of the rink as it's squeezed out into the neutral zone. And Mendoza will pick it up, and he'll take it in by himself, and he'll dump it in. He'll chase it down, and we get a couple of changes out here for the Patriots as we come down to 1:10 left here in a second. Patriots with a 3-2 lead. Different story in the second period compared to the first, that's for sure. A side angle shot trying to set it up for a far post bank in. He was waiting for it. It was Mikey.
I don't think Carr expected that to get to him.
No, I didn't. It was a heck of a toss. Trying to toss it ahead. It was Carr for Crilly. Now Gray across the line. Gray takes his shot, blocked up front, and it's in the paraphernalia there of an East Coast player. And he'll find it somewhere in his pants, his shirt, somewhere. There it is. It's in his pants. 43.1 left here in the second. And the face-off will be to the right of Frank Cundiff. The Oceanside, New York native coming in relief. There, that shot there, going past the near post into the corner, kept in there nice at the blue line by Crilly. Down low, here's a chance trying to stuff his short side far post. Oh man, good look there, but Makarov will find it. No, he doesn't clear it out. Nice pressure being applied here by Crilly. Crilly really deep into the play. He'll throw his body weight around, goes over to the near side boards. Rome clears it out through center. Intercepted by the Patriots with 15 seconds to play in a second. Anderson backhanding it up for Crilly at the blue line. Crilly will duck back into his own zone. Going D to D here with Anderson. I think they're going to kill some time here so they can take this 1-goal lead into the dressing room. And indeed, that is the case. 3-2 Potomac. Different story this period. We just saw 4 goals up there on the board as the Patriots tossed in 3 of their own. And East Coast with 1. But the score is 3-2. Patriots in the lead for the first time this weekend. Stay tuned. Maybe we'll get an interview. Maybe he won't get rejected. Shrems, will you get rejected or will you be persistent this time? Push your way into that locker room and talk to somebody. I don't care who. Welcome back, everybody, to the Prince William Ice Center. I found something. It was in the parking lot. We told you it broke a window, and we found the rule book. Yep, there it is. The recent edition, 2013-2017 official rules and case book of ice hockey. I remember when it used to be 2 or 3 books put together, but wow, we found it, and we will gladly get it to its rightful owner. He's looking for it. He's looking around right now. If you go back to him, you can definitely see he looks a little lost. So we found it, and yeah.
Given
hopefully we can
given what we've seen so far, he could use it. Very good.
And we'll get our camera guy back up here. From one of the players that did a no-no a few games ago. Back it goes all the way down for Cundiff. Wow, we already got his first stoppage here in the third period. It's 8 ticks in.
Good start for the Pats here in the third period.
Great start. Real fast and right into it. Yep. Wasting no time. Well, seriously though, no. When you go straight in on a goalie and you really pepper him early on here with a shot or two, like that one there. That's another shot going in the direction of the Eagles net.
Coach wanted more shots. He's getting them right now.
Shot. Yeah, that song was cool about 5 years ago.
Yeah, clearly you haven't been clubbing lately.
No, I got a wife and daughter. I don't need the club anymore, unless I'm getting our dinner for the winter.
Unless it's a sandwich. Here we go.
And McDonald almost had that one stolen away. Here's a chance up front.
Got it.
They score! You'll shoot your eye out, kid. It's 4-2 Potomac.
Is it the Wadier? I think it was Wadier. He was pinching in there. The puck came right to his stick, and he roofed it. I just wish they didn't wear these jerseys, to be honest with you. It's Wadier Kehoe. It didn't have a nameplate on the back. I think it was 81, though.
Yeah, 81 would be Wadier, so we'll get the public address announcement here. Just a moment's time from Johnny. I didn't realize my mic was turned down a little bit there, but I'm back at it. If you didn't hear me, we scored. Goes over to the far corner now to Mendoza. Sitting around over to the near side. That 2-goal lead is back. It's back, I tell you. Just like the McRib. Now it's Eric Anderson gunning that one right into the glove of Cundiff, and he holds on it. He'll have to play it because he's got 4 Eagles around him and only 1 forechecking Patriot. And it's Bunt along the near side. Taking a side angle shot, blocker save. A juicy rebound bouncing over the stick of Jordan Hall. And now the Patriots will work it out through center. Mikey Carr across the Eagles line. Feathers that one up top. Crilly trying to wind it up there out of his wheelhouse. It's floating. He catches up with it. Far circle. Takes a shot and it's deflected wide. Cundiff may have got a piece of that one as it goes over to the far corner. Now over to the near side. It's Gray. To the front. Open man waiting. And this one's gloved out of the air by Cundiff. And 18:41 remains here in the third. Quick start here in the third period. We already got ourselves a goal. What do they got to do to hold on to that momentum?
It's exactly what Coach needed to do to come out here and start this period with just relentless attack. Don't let anything stop you in the completion of this game. It's been a total team effort since about the 10-minute mark of the first period. Here comes that goal call.
He's not going to find the name. That's what he's looking for. And it's over the near side for Tenuta. Tenuta on his backhand trying to push to the front of the net. And he's searching through that paperwork. He will not find that name. It should be on the score sheet. And over to the far corner. Now it's Drew Crilly working his way out. Pitching high into the play. He'll dump it in, but not deep enough there as the Eagles were greeted at the line. He's going to keep searching for that. We will not get the public address. We'll have to get it later. I am not in control of what jersey these gentlemen wear, so.
If you were, they'd be easier to read.
This is true. New material, though. If you've taken a look at these jerseys, they're really nice. And a shot right on. Parsons is safe. Steers it back behind the cage. Love down to play at East Coast. Turning it over there. Wadier doing a little work back behind the goal line. It's Drew Crilly. Whoa, hello. Hi. That's a little too loud.
Mic check. The hot mic.
Yep. And it's over to the near corner. And, sorry. Oh, I'm here. And it's Makarov. Sorry. What did I miss, Shrimps? Nothing? Okay, good.
You missed me?
Up top, it's Fuller with a shot through traffic and it's steered aside. And it's up to the blue line and not out. East Coast keeping it in there. Makarov doing some work. As now goes over to the near side wall of the neutral zone where it's greeted by Nick Ludeman.
Ludeman having himself a good game. He's got himself a goal here. Coming back this weekend for the first time since concussion. And they threw him to the Wolves yesterday.
Yeah.
Logged himself quite a bit of ice time.
And it is Levere who's hip checked down, and that's going to be a call against Ludeman.
Speak of the devil.
And it's interference. He was not in the vicinity of the puck. If he was, it was a beautiful check.
2 minutes for playing hockey.
Yeah, well, he didn't have the puck, so it's interference, Shrems. I have the rule book. I have the rule book.
We threw that rule book into the parking lot. I don't know who went and got it.
I don't know, but it is interference. He was not playing the puck, so legitimate call, my friend. Legitimate call. Reebok hockey penalty kill coming up here for the Patriots. And the face-off won by the Patriots and gunned down the length of the ice. How about that? Cundiff dropping it off there. And having a little bit of trouble with it is Garrity. Garrity being chased by Nick Gray. Gray putting on some pressure there. And it's in front of the Eagles bench, in front of the Patriots bench. Now the Eagles gain the Patriots line, and it's cleared down by Kevin McDonald. Cundiff. Leaving it there, over to the far corner it goes. Turned over. Danuta having trouble with it as it goes up top.
Just continues to be relentless for
Very
these
aggressive
Patriots.
penalty kill. Here comes Doc Gensler. Gensler, side of the net. Will go into the side of the net. Being guided there by the Eagles, and the faceoff will stay inside. 15:56 left here in the third. 1:15.
Patriots goal. Scored by number 71, Eric Anderson.
Anderson.
Assisted by number 4, Jack Streichhardt, and number 65, Kevin McDonald. That's Anderson from Streichhardt and McDonald.
71. Yeah.
Correction, Wadier?
I think so.
I think it was 81 instead of 71.
Yeah. We'll find out. We'll do it later, I guess. They'll change it. Over the near side, Jordan Hall. I just wish they would ask questions. You know, they're not gonna bite him. They're not gonna bite him.
They're right there.
They are right there. And now it's Garrity leading it out into the neutral zone himself, and he has it poked away as a
this
result.
team is just standing them up at the blue line. They're
just flooding across. They're just like gatekeepers.
I don't want to say trap.
It's almost a trap.
I don't want to say the trap.
Well,
but I mean, they are down a man.
it is a 1-1-2 approach on the penalty kill as Bunn has it now, takes a shot. Parsons a save, and it's on top of his pad. Quick whistle. I hate to say it worked against the Eagles, but worked definitely in favor of the Patriots.
Even if it kept going, there was, is it Mendoza? No. It's Crilly.
Yeah.
Crilly was in there. He saw the puck moving around back there.
When was the last time you got your prescription looked at?
Last year.
Really?
I'm a negative 775 in both eyes. So,
You're legally blind.
legally blind. I thank you for making mention of that.
We got to get the posture shoes for you, too. That's loud. Ricciardi up top. And exchanging it with Fuller. Fuller will keep it to the front, and somebody was left all alone up there, but the puck does not find its way into the back of the net. Parsons holding the paddle down on the ice and keeping it out as we have five-a-side hockey yet again. 14:41 left here in the third.
Nice kill for the Pats
4-2
there.
Patriots. And it's over into the near corner. And over to the far corner, to the far
Send him.
half-boards. And almost a chance there to send it, but it's the Eagles keeping it in Patriots territory now as Doc Gensler will have it now. Back in the corner, over to the far corner. Having a little bit of trouble controlling it here are the Patriots, and Mendoza being tied up there, and he's calling for a holding call, but he won't get it. Goes over to the far half boards, or far boards of the neutral zone. This one hits the rafters. Let me take a break. 14:05 left here in the third. 4-2 Potomac.
Sponsored by Princeton of Dumfries.
Patriots hockey is sponsored by, let's go with MyTech Automotive, located right here in Woodbridge, Virginia. Get your vehicle road ready for the winter ahead. Schedule your appointment today at 703-492-1661 or on the web at mytechautoinc.com.
Thanks, BrianShrams.com.
Are we in a black hole of cell phone service?
I guess so. We do have some tweets we got to get to that are not coming up for me as it goes off over to the far corner. Here in Rome. Trying to track it down there with Strikars poking away at it now. Rome back in there. Apodaca in there to support as well as Turchenik. Strikars had it picked away from him, and that last person to come in there always spoils the party, and that was Ricciardi. Or Makarov, I beg your pardon. I forgot the 4 was ahead of the 6 there. So Rommel taking his point. Shot, easy pad save there for Parsons. 13:30 left here in the third. Patriots with the 2-goal lead. Let out through center now, 2-on-2. Things have quieted down quite a bit here. Turchenik across the line, trying to bring the noise. He goes toe-to-toe with Rommel into the corner. Swept aside over to the near boards. And up top it goes for a point shot from McDonald. Bounces around, and it'll be Brooks Mandrick clearing it out, but it'll be McDonald picking it up at the red line. Easy going here along the near wing. And hard check there. Yeah, that was Crilly taking out his man who is still down on the ice, and that was Stayhill. And Crilly along the near side, half wall will retreat back. Spisak shadowing him. Yeah, up ahead now. Spencer Keogh. Chase will get down. The man you keep on trying to talk to that you keep getting rejected.
Trying to get some new faces in the interview box there.
Keogh trying to move it into the near or the far circle for Devin Melise, but that one is picked up by the East Coast Eagles, and they'll take it back behind the goal line. Here's that forecheck. Nice work there. Is that J.C. Paquin?
Relentless.
Nice work there by Paquin, and Devin Melise going to give him a time there. Stayhill is forced to make a move to bring it out through center. Stayhill trying to get a return pass there at the blue line. Came in behind him, and that is a delayed offside. Now the Patriots are going to come back the other way, and the Patriots bench is charged up. Yeah, that was a good hit. And there's a hard hit along the near half board to Mikey Carr as this one gets launched out in the neutral zone. I beg your pardon, with Spencer Keogh. And almost a home run chance for Jordan Hall. Great work there by the Patriots, keeping him from gaining any opportunities. They got him well covered today, keeping him off the score sheet.
There he goes.
Beats out 2, trying to beat out 3, but it was Ustroff that popped that one away. Tossed in over to the near corner. Garrity down there to chase. Swung around over to the opposite corner. And a return pass open up in front. Backhand shot. Oh, he missed the glove side corner. Oh, baby. That was a tricky little backhand shot. Almost making it 5-2 Potomac. Ustorf trying to chase it down. Stephen Gerke with it. Trying to backhand it to the front, but it's cut off by Ustorf, who will now peel it away with it. And out in the neutral zone he goes. Ustorf over to the near side. He went from end to end in the neutral zone. It's not common to see that, given that much room. And this one will be whistled dead as it is ruled a glove pass.
Given what we saw last night, given what we've seen today, I think this further reaffirms, that this is the benefit of having a full team. This is proof that you need discipline and you need everybody firing on all cylinders, because this is a team that we haven't seen all year until this point. This is a team that could put some playoff hopes in serious jeopardy. Spoiler.
Back along behind the cage now. Eagles with Ryan McDonald sending it up top. Here comes a point shot, and it's gunned wide as A.J. Ricciardi whistled that one through. Tenuta working down low with Ryan McDonald on the offense for East Coast, and it's turned over the Patriots with Turchinik. Turchinik, top of the near circle inside of his own zone. Lightly leaving that one there for Stephen Gerke, but it was poked away by Fuller. And Nick Ludeman sending it over the opposite side. And this one goes out of play into the Patriots bench. 10:22 left here in the third. 4-2 is your score. Patriots still in the lead in this one. We do apologize for the camera work here on the fast hockey side of things. We'll get on top of that. We do have scratch players filling in, taking on that role, so we do apologize. It's these smartphones that these kids all have. What would this world do without smartphone technology, Shrems? What would we do?
We'd have to yell down to the box down there to get our scores.
Yeah, we would. Off in the far corner. Did you get the details on that second goal, by the way? You did?
I did. Paquin actually got it.
Oh, okay.
It was a McDonald shot with a Paquin deflection. So it's good to see Paquin on the board.
Halfway through the third period, along the near side it goes, inside of the Patriots offensive zone. Benches are into it. Some standing for East Coast, all sitting for Potomac. They were standing up a few minutes ago as this shot gets rocketed wide. And all the way out in the neutral zone it goes on East Coast. On their own accord, as now they'll have to try to break it back the other way. Turned over. There comes Mikey Carr. 3-on-1 forming here. Mikey Carr taking it in on goal. Digs out, couldn't have. Oh, and it was in the goal mouth there. And a
as is everybody else.
It's thrown into the net. And Robichaud, I'm not sure what call he's making here, but he's just saying no changes, and the faceoff should remain inside.
Yeah, it will. He was pointing to the faceoff dot to the right of the goaltender.
No, it's outside.
Oh, that's fascinating.
East Coast pushing Patriots into the net. I guess that turns into a face-off outside in front of the Eagles bench. I don't know. Maybe it's the homer in me, but
it's. They didn't even tell us what page. We gotta keep going. Keep going.
Do we really have to communicate these rules down to them as it goes? That's a lot of work, man.
Mikey Carr was hanging on to that. He was looking for a pass. He was waiting for the goaltender to react to a pass, never got it, and just kind of...
Yeah. He's trying to draw him into committing to something.
That's correct.
Here comes Bunn, putting on some pressure on Drew Carrilli, but it's slapped away and taken by Mendoza. Far circle. And out into the neutral zone along the near side of Spencer Keogh, trying to chase it down in a foot race there with Garrity. Garrity will get there first. In no man's land it goes. J.C. Paquin keeping it in. Paquin trying to feed it off to the front. Funny bounce there as it goes into the circle, and it's East Coast that will take advantage of that with 9 minutes to play. They're down by 2. Could still make a game of this. Here comes Jordan Hall. Backhand to the front, trying to find Ustorf, but Ustorf was tied up at the moment there by Mr. Spencer Keogh. Garrity trying to shove it to the front. Looked like Jordan Hall got tied up back behind the play there. I think Patriots may have gotten away with one. And back along the near side, it's Bunn. Bunn having trouble controlling it now. It's taken away by the Patriots along the near side. It's Turchenik almost hanging on to Stahil as he was falling down to the ice. He reached out for him, couldn't get a hold of him. Probably would have gotten a penalty if he did. Now it's an open ice pass there for Turchenik across the Eagles line. Behind the back pass, right onto the tape of Levere, and the East Coast Eagles will break out the other way. And Spicek will chase it down to the far corner of the Patriots zone as we come down to 8 minutes. Here's a shot, they score! Wow! Tic-tac-toe, it's in the back of the net.
I was literally about to remark that we haven't seen much offense from the East Coast Eagles this period, but they have just gotten themselves back in this game with 8:09 left to go here in the third period.
Is that a Levere hat trick?
Did he get it?
I believe he may have.
That is a Levere hat trick.
We'll wait for the call on that. That one just went bing, bam, boom.
Initial shot was blocked.
But that rebound
by
was
the defender.
Slammed home.
Yep. I don't think Parsons was expecting that rebound to be so quick.
8:08 left here in the third. 4-3 Potomac. As we just had, was that a gong or something? I don't know what that was. Oh, Spicek across the line, 2-on-1. Trying to tie this one up. Nice diving effort there by Drew Carrilli. There's that big body we missed. He likes to throw down there as he blocks the shots.
Number 7, Kyle Levere. Assisted by number 23, Jordan Spicek. And number 6, AJ Ricciardi.
Excuse me. That is your hat trick, and that is a offside that they wish they never had because they had an open man along the wing. It was Doc Gensler. So it's a Levere hat trick.
Not a natural hat trick, but nonetheless, he's got all 3 of East Coast goals today. 2 assists for Jordan Spicek on the day as well. Captain desperately in need of a beard trim.
Yeah, I know a barber. A Shane Barber in the Empire team. That'll be coming up after this game at about noon. They'll be looking to split the weekend as well because they lost last night 2-1. It was a very tight contest. Here comes Gerke with a shot, and it was blocked. A rebound taken away by Tomljanovic. And this one goes off an East Coast player on the bench because he was kind of leaning out there, getting a better view of the play.
Get the feel that the mentality of this offense is to get to that slot. We've seen more players in the slot in this game than we ever have before. So a lot of players are taking that initiative to try and get that set play. And Gerke was a prime example of that just a second ago. Almost the prime opportunity to put this team up 5-3 and kind of bury it a little bit, but they got to get the next one. They have to make sure that they get that 2-goal lead back, finish this game out right.
And now here's a chance, feet to the front. Kaufman couldn't get it. He was blocked by a couple of East Coast players that were in the way of that pass. Now East Coast will come back the other way offensively. And it's Kowalchuk who gets hauled down. No call coming as he goes awkwardly into the boards, but he's okay. Ryan McDonald with it along the far boards. East Coast controlling the play inside of their offensive zone. East Coast to the front, almost a tying goal right there, Ryan McDonald. And a nice setup there for East Coast on a one-time play. But now it's Tomljanovic now at the red line there, trying to dump it in. And he'll go off on a change along with McDonald and the rest of the team. It's a wholesale change. Patriots got plenty of open ice here. They got to work their way through. Take advantage of that as Drew Carrilli takes it along the near side into the East Coast zone with 6:10 to play here in the third. Patriots lead 4-3. Back behind the goal line. Trying to work it here now. That's up top. Strykars feeding it on for Carrilli. Carrilli down over to the far circle and trying to settle that pass down was Anderson. And this one goes high up into the near corner. And East Coast will gain control of it there, clearing it out. Here's Makarov going one-on-one with Ludeman. Makarov feeding it to the front, and Jack Strykars took down his man. No tripping call there. Or a hook or whatever you want to call it. He lost his twig in the process too. It's kind of like the evidence is back there. Now we got some pushing and shoving. Ludeman being tied up. They're going to let him play on. The referee just said, break it up and move on. Whistles away. 5:30 left here in the third. 4-3 Patriots. I think he's just afraid that any call could change this game dramatically.
Yep.
The Robichaud is going to take a very cautious approach to the final 5 minutes here. Along the near side, Fuller pinch again from the blue line. Ludeman swinging it around McDonald. Around the horn it goes all the way out to the red line. As East Coast will regroup it now through neutral and in along the near wing. And this one hits the protective netting and scared the bejesus out of a couple of kids in the front row.
It's one of those situations where you have to give the referee every reason to call a penalty on you. So nothing stupid here on out for these Potomac Patriots, and they should be able to finish this game out quite nicely.
And then a face-off one towards the front of the net. Up top it goes, kept in there. Rommel
Nice
taking a
save.
shot through traffic. The save was made, the rebound took another effort. Makes another effort there to cover it up. Hey fans, are you nagged by that old sports injury? You want to get back in the game? Want to get better today? And you need Mid-County Physical Therapy. MidCountyPT.com for more details on how to work with them with their hands-on technique that work to get you back in the game as soon as possible. Mid-County Physical Therapy. The face-off will be to the right of Parsons as this one's kind of chopping up at this point, Shrems. Is it just going to be one bounce that's going to turn this game back to either a tie or a 2-goal lead for the Patriots again, or what is it going to be?
You know, I hope not, because Parsons had himself a good game, good couple saves here the last minutes. The Pats have kind of taken a step back here. They've eased up on their forecheck, and they got to get themselves back in that mentality.
Well, they don't have a 2-goal cushion. They got 1 goal ahead now. It's a hard check there. Jordan Hall almost getting dumped into the bench there, his own bench by Spencer Keogh. Up top over to the near side now. Staying outside of that blue line was McDonald, waiting cautiously here. So they're gonna sit back a little bit here at the red line.
Not what you want.
Yeah, they're doing a 1-2-2 right now approach, as you can tell.
You've had them up against the ropes all game. It's worked for you. You gotta continue. You can't sit back on that lead.
There's Bunn sitting back over here. Yeah, sitting on a 1-goal lead. That's not comforting, well, for me at least. And that pass ahead now, cut off there and turned back the other direction. Stayhill trying to get away from Wadier. And he goes over to the far side of the Eagles zone. Rommel just got tripped up, by the way. Not a single hand went up in here.
Like I said, you got to give him a clear-cut reason to give you a penalty.
I mean, he was away from the play. It's not like it was a difference maker, you know what I mean? But still, that call went uncalled. And yeah, Stayhill has even got plenty of snow on him. The evidence is right there. Oh, goodness. Now let him play, I guess. Stayhill now along over to the near side. Stayhill trying to work his way through. Well, it was Rommel that was tripped up, but Stayhill was also taken down. Strykars along the near side inside the blue line. It's Kowalchuk opting to go to the far side there. Finds it for Levere, who has 3 of the East Coast 3 goals. He has all 3 of them for the hat trick today. And being clipped from behind there was Kowalchuk. Strykars kind of put his back into him. And now it's Garrity trying to get a hold of it here. He does so successfully into the Patriots zone with 2:50 left here in the third. 4-3 Patriots holding on to a 1-goal lead. Garrity off in the near corner, up to the half boards, up top to the point, treating it like a power play. Kowalchuk with a shot through traffic. Parson got a pad on it. And tipped ahead up to the blue line. Not out on the first try. No, it's going to stay in there. Far corner. Tenuta went ankle to stick and chopped that one down over to the far end of the Patriots zone with 2:30 left here in the third. Time is winding down. Cundiff is at the top of the far circle looking for the call from the bench as time winds down with 2:20, and finally we get a stoppage at 2:18 left here in the third.
Took the ref an awful long time to get that whistle up to his mouth.
He had it stored in his boot. Kind of a weird place to put it, but that's where he had it, so it took him a little time to dig it out of there. Tied his skates really tight. Patriots Hockey is sponsored by Threads Inc. of Dumfries, Virginia. Visit threads-inc.com for your sports embroidery needs. Locally owned and operated. Check them out on the web.
Can't believe this is playing.
2:18 left here in the third. Our music selection is pretty sketch.
This late in the game, it gets dicey, folks. Buckle in.
Some toe-tapping, feet-warming music. Patriots are up by a goal, 4-3. Trying to split this weekend as they lost last night, 6-4. No shortage of offense between these two teams. Last night, the Empire game was a 2-1 decision. Ricky Arctic chasing it down over to the far corner. Empire to follow, by the way. Stay tuned for that action. And a light pass, bobbled there, kept in by the Patriots with Turchenik being pushed off by Makarov. A couple of Russians going toe-to-toe. And then we have an American bout there. As
it's Rocky 3 out there.
Yeah. What is that? That was Mandrick that got bowled over. A Salt Lake City, Utah native. Fuller is throwing his body around now. They are trapped deep inside their own zone. They cannot get Cundiff out. 1:20 to play here in the third. Here comes the chance. Greater than net. It's an airborne one knocked out of the air by their glove. I believe it was Fuller, and they will roll it. A hand pass there.
Great defensive play, though. Smart play by the... Turn around for me there. Is that Fuller?
Yeah, it was Fuller up front.
Great defensive play.
1:15 left here in the third. And the timeout is being called by Joshua Langwa. But he tried to pull a fast one on him because he already used a timeout earlier. Nice try, Coach.
Nice try, Coach Stearns, but you don't get that opportunity twice.
Yeah, that's right. There I am. Doppelganger still there. I feel like it'd be like Freaky Friday. We're supposed to switch bodies in like a second or something, you know? Oh, you didn't just get out of here.
Jamie back up to the top of the circle.
There he goes. Nope, he's staying in. Patriots deflecting it down. No icing there. So Garrity going to try to rush this one out to give his goalie an opportunity
and
to get to the bench. No,
nothing.
He's not. No. Great forecheck pressure here. Doc Gensler buzzing at the blue line along with Eric Anderson. Even Jack Strikars too. You got the big bodies out there.
Been pinched by McDonald.
Great work there, Rommel and McDonald. Back checking there, McDonald forcing the pass over for Jordan Hall. Cundiff still cannot get to the bench. Hall leading it through center. Now he's on the bench. Extra attacker out there. Jordan Hall looking to be the hero here. Wraps around over to the near side. Feeds it to the front. Plenty of traffic. Puck is loose. Crilly sends it up to the blue line and it's out. Jordan Hall, 15 seconds left. East Coast over to the near side. Bunn trying to find their way back into the zone. It's Ustorf near side half boards. 10 seconds to play. Bunn taking a shot, and this one goes into the protective netting. We'll have a face-off with 5.1 left. Deflected out of play off of a Patriots player, so the face-off will remain inside with Brian Parsons standing guard as the face-off will be to his left.
I don't know who's going to take the face-off, but is it more beneficial to try and shoot it down the ice on a face-off right here? Do you shoot it down, or do you win it back?
You go right in on the face-off, take the shot. That's what Bunn just tried to do.
Got it.
And that's it. That'll do it. Kevin McDonald killing off some time, and the Potomac Patriots split the weekend with a victory today with a final score of 4-3.
Great win right there. Potomac, just a team relentless today. This is the type of team that we need to see down the stretch here. This is good stuff.
And we will not see this elite team back here in this barn for quite some time. It'll be the end of January 24th, 25th. They will take on Andy Newton's former team, the Hampton Roads Whalers. Got to get some revenge back on that last home loss, a brutal 10-2 loss. I believe it was 10-2. I could be misspeaking there, but probably was that bad. But still, the fact remains, they've split this weekend against the East Coast Eagles. Still have not swept a weekend this season.
You know what? They climb back into the tie for.
Well, they got Hampton Roads next weekend. Speaking of the devil, down in Hampton Roads. And thanking everybody in attendance here. No problem. Yep.
You're welcome.
So the Whalers are their next opponents next week, and the Hampton Roads Whalers are on top of the USPHL Elite South with 35 points. So this will put East Coast and Potomac back at even at 22 points.
But look at that showcase coming up here. An opportunity to see Roswell, who's not faring too well, Atlanta, who's not faring that well this season. So that showcase down there just before Christmas, that's going to be huge for them.
Well, what more can I say then? We'll have a highlight video to tide everybody over before the January 24th, 25th tilt against Hampton. So thanks everybody for tuning in on the Elite side. Stay tuned, Empire action on the other side here. It's a little early, it's 11:35. That game's slated to start at noon, but well, we'll see. If you want to get a post-game interview, we can keep the feed live here. So stay tuned. We'll see if we can snag a player. Find out who actually scored that fourth goal, who got us the win.
I think it was Awadi. I'll go confirm that.
Anderson, but let's go confirm that, and stay tuned. We'll have a post-game interview here on the feed. Stay tuned.
Post-game here with J.C. Paquin. Got a nice deflection goal on a McDonald shot there in the onslaught there in the second period. Talk a little bit about what happened in between the first and second period there to get you guys that spark, a team that we haven't seen here for a long, long time.
Yeah, Coach told us to pick up the hitting there after that period, and we did, and it really paid off.
The mentality of this team heading into this weekend, short-staffed yesterday, you put in a good fight, played 2.5 good periods, things kind of unraveled there. Coming into this game, one thing that we noticed, especially from your line, you guys started it, obviously Coach saw something he liked from you yesterday. The forward checking was relentless today. It was noticeable on our end. What was the mentality on the ice for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we like to get the puck deep and forecheck hard. Get a body on that first D, then get the next forechecker in on the puck. And my line does that great, I think. And I guess the rest of the team picked it up, and we fought hard. It was a good physical game. It's a game we need to play more often.
You have a tough test next weekend. You're down at Hampton Roads, the best team in the league, but a team that you can play well. We've seen it for this season. What's going to be the topic of conversation? What's going to be the focus here in practice this week?
I think hard work. If we have a good week of practice, I think we'll be good going the weekend. I think we got a little bit of a rivalry with them because Coach coached them last year, and we want to bring Coach 4 points home.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Turns back up to you.